So as you can see, guys, we are now getting pushed through this farm. Very nice. Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Wazz, and today I'm going to be showing you my AFK farm 5.0. Now guys, before we move on, I'm just going to give a quick thanks to Amir. His channel will be linked down in the pinned comment because he helped me out making this thing. He sort of gave me the idea. I sort of came up with a weird thing, then he sort of gave me the idea to do with that thing. But anyways, as you can see, I have it set up, so if we were to go ahead and reset and just give it a second, I will show you guys how this thing works. So let's just go ahead, wait for ourselves to respawn. As you can see, we get funneled into this portal, and we go through the portal, and now as you can see, we are actually under the stages. We are going through the stages. Now you guys may be wondering, how am I supposed to be getting gold? I'm not going through black walls, am I? Well, if we just go ahead and wait until we get to the end, you will see that you actually get gold perfectly fine, because actually you don't even have to go through the black walls to get your gold. The black walls are just sort of an anti-AFK farm thing, so it's not very ideal to be putting an AFK farm through the anti-AFK farm wall things. So yeah, it works perfectly fine as long as you are close enough to the stages. So as you can see, it spits me right out by the end, and we get 135 gold, full gold pretty much. It just, the only downside is there's not really much of a downside. It's just, it may be a little bit trickier to make a portal to the end, but that's not too big of a deal. So yeah, this is just a really efficient farm. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about this thing. So without any further ado, let's get straight into how to build it. Alright guys, to build this thing, it is, well, it's not exactly simple, but it's pretty straightforward as AFK farms go. So what you're gonna want to do is pretty much every video I ever make, it always starts with a pole. So we're just gonna place ourselves a wooden pole. Make sure this is anchored or unanchored, it doesn't matter for the pole. So you're just gonna place this over here. Make sure that it's a good amount away from this path, because that will just so that you can add the you'll see why. Just make sure it's a good amount away from this path so that it doesn't interfere later. So once we have this, all we're gonna do is just take a block that you have the most of. That would be titanium for me. Just go ahead, scale it down to a half block, kind of make this thing a bit wider, just like this. You know, it's pretty straightforward, the beginning part, just like any regular AFK farm. You know, place 2 half blocks on the sides, extend these out. These are going to be your walls, just like this. If you've built an AFK farm before, this part should not be that complicated, and you guys can customize this however you want. You can make it your own. Just make sure you have walls and a floor. You can do ceilings. Amir has a pretty cool one. His is like black with these green neon lines. You can see he has his set up over there. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and fly up until actually, you know what, this is not how I'm not doing this right, I don't think. Now I just deleted my jetpack. Anyways, yeah, so we're just gonna fly that up like that. If you guys don't have a strong jetpack, you guys can do a fly glitch. Those are pretty common. If you don't know how to do those, I believe just look it up. It's pretty easy. You basically just place a butter and then like a hinge. Most of you should know what a fly glitch is by now. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and scale this thing up. And yeah, so before we actually go on any further, I just want to make sure that you guys know you will need the screwdriver tool and, well, scale tool. If you don't have the scale tool, you'll be forced to build this entire thing by hand, and that's probably not ideal. So let's just go ahead and do this. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up by scaling that one. That's why you always want to scale the middle one first, because the walls will get messed up if you scale it last. But there we go. As you can see, we have our basic first segment done. So guys, now I'm going to be showing you how to duplicate. I will cut the video a bit, so you guys don't have to endure me duplicating it for like 20 minutes. Yes, good job, Amir. That is what we want to see. So yeah, again, just make sure to subscribe if you want more AFK farm content and stuff. I don't do these very often, but once we find something new, which is pretty rare, because you know AFK farms, they're kind of hard to find sometimes. It's difficult. So yeah, let's just fly up here. Now we're just gonna place chairs like I've been doing. I didn't really explain what I was doing. I was talking about something else. But as you can see, you just place a chair like this, and then place one down on the bottom, just like that. If this is your first AFK farm, might be a little bit confusing, but if you know what you're doing, this should make perfect sense to you. So now what we're gonna do is just place a balloon right here on the chair. That's gonna make sense in a minute here, I promise, if you don't understand it yet. So then we're just gonna go ahead and save this in our slot. Then we have this now. So what we're gonna do now is, yes, subscribe. Don't forget to like video and subscribe. Was me. So yeah, that's let's just go ahead and begin the duplication process. I'm only gonna do this once or twice and then I'll just cut out the rest. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place a hinge on top of this balloon, delete the balloon, and delete the, oh wait, I forgot a step. Let's just go do that again. I always click my mouse, I don't know why. Sorry, every time I scroll I accidentally click my mouse. It's weird. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead, make sure this is a balloon. It's really weird because if you like do like 2 hinges, for some reason that doesn't work. You see, it just falls. But if you, for some weird reason, if you place a balloon here instead, just like this, I believe, is that right? And then you just actually that's not right. Here, let's just zoom in. Just zoom in, place the balloon there, and then place the hinge inside. Delete this balloon and then delete the chair, just like that. And as you can see, now we're firmly attached. So go ahead, delete this pull, turn on shift lock in your settings, just like this. Press shift on your keyboard, and then you will be able to move this around. So it's W to go up and space to go backwards. That's really all you need to know. And as you can see, we can just fly over here just like this. Again, make sure you're building this either on magenta or yellow team. And this is a weird AFK farm. You don't even need to go to white team for this one, because it's actually better if you did it completely on magenta, because it's going under the stages. So you don't really need to start at white team either. I don't know. It's just a little bit better because you don't need to start at white team for this particular AFK farm. So yeah, now that we have this, as you can see, we just loaded it in while we were over there. Now, if we grab ourselves a jet just to speed this process up, we can go ahead and fly up to the top of this thing. And as you can see, there's our chair that we place. So let's just go ahead and head up here just like this. Here we go. And there's the chair. Let's just go ahead and just sit on the chair. So there we go, we're up here. Now let's go ahead and sit on this chair just like that. Actually, I said that a bit early. So as you can see, now we have a seamless line, but there's a little bit of a seam, but whatever. And then don't get off yet, just save it and then reload it, and now it is attached. Nothing will be making that fall apart. So yeah, now you're just gonna keep repeating that step over and over again, about 4 or 5 times. I don't know. I'll tell you once I'm done. I'll tell you how many times I did it once I'm done. So yeah, I will see you guys in just a minute once I'm done duplicating this. Alright guys, I am back. I actually ended up duplicating this 2 more times for a total of 3 times. I only duplicated it 3 times, and it is plenty tall, I can say that much. So yeah, don't forget to like the video and comment, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what Amir's doing here, but yeah, do that. So now we have this thing actually duplicated. What we're gonna do is now we're just gonna begin the general sort of setup-ish thing. So first, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump straight into how to do the funnel. This is gonna be the part that helps, like, gets you from the spawn to this thing. So what we're gonna do is, this is pretty simple and straightforward. We're just gonna go ahead and place down a pull, place a block, scale to a half block, and then we're gonna need a lot of blocks for this part, so you might want to scale it down a little bit if you don't have a whole lot of blocks. So then you're just going to move this out like this and just make a giant squarish rectangle shape like this, just like I'm doing here. Then we're going to grab ourselves, we're going to open up our advanced settings, I guess is what you can call them. We're going to set this rotate to 15. Now we're just going to press R on our keyboard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and we're going to press T on our keyboard 1, 2, 3, 4 times, just like this. That should be good. Actually, you know what? Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to press it 2 times, okay? 2, just like that. We're going to press T 2 times on our keyboard. Now we're going to scale this block into the thing, and we're just going to bring this up like this. Now, guys, I recommend bringing this down just like a few blocks. You'll see why, and you'll probably see why in just a minute. It just makes it so that it does not hit any trees, because that is a common problem for it to like get in the way, for the trees to get in the way of this thing. So you can just scale this up as much as you want. Just make sure that it's a wall it can keep you in. So let's remove that. I just placed a block on accident. So let's set our rotation back to 90 degrees, and we can place ourselves a portal like this. Then go ahead, color it whatever color you want, and that is the funnel part done. I have not actually tested this quite yet, so it might get in the way of trees. You can always test that and make sure that it's not in the way later. So now we're just going to place a portal about that far up. It's kind of far up, but we're just going to place another portal about that far up. It's pretty far up, okay? Just like about the top of this, like pretty far up, okay? So once we have that, let's just close this chat. So once we have that, this is the basics done. You can basically set this up kind of with this done. But anyways, Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set up the underground part. Now this might be a little bit confusing for some people, maybe not, but we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna get out our blocks. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I didn't do that right. We're gonna go 1, 2, I keep placing them wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I keep placing them wrong. I gotta redo this. I am confusing myself. Let's try that again. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 blocks out. As you can see, that's why we built this thing so far over here. It's going to be pretty close, and we're just going to place a chair just like this. That's a very close... That's pretty close there. So now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and on this side of the funnel, we're just going to place a chair facing like that, and then a chair facing like that. Make sure this bottom one is anchored because it tends to be weird. So just make sure you place that one anchored just like that. I'm not going to really explain the rotations because you can just watch them. And then we can say this thing again. Now, guys, we pretty much have this done. We're just going to go ahead and set up a few more things just to make sure that we have this correctly orientated. So let's just go ahead and we're going to walk all the way over here by the water. Let's just use portals to get over here. We're just going to go right over here on this side of the plot like this. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to place a chair just like this facing the stages. And just like that, okay? So you sit in it, you look like this, okay? So that's what we're going to do for this chair. Now, once we have this, we're just going to place a portal on it. This part is not necessary. It just makes life easier. Place a portal, color it whatever you want, just not the same as the other portal. And go ahead, place a portal somewhere over here and color it the same color. That just makes it so you can set it up a little bit faster. So now we can actually save this thing. And there's one more thing I want to build before we actually set this thing up. And this is the conveyor glitch part, which is pretty simple compared to everything else. It's just a big cube-ish shape of whatever block you want. Let's just make sure that maybe not that big. And then you just place a plane on there or a thruster or whatever you want. I'm just going to be using a purple jet turbine. And we can just save this thing. And there we go. That's pretty much the entire thing saved. Just place a chair there, or actually place the chair over here by the portal, and there we go. Sorry if I keep like stuttering or pausing. My throat's starting to hurt. It happens with these long videos. There's nothing I can really do about it. So yeah, now once we have this, we can delete this chair and save it again because I forgot to do that. So now we have most of this actually set up. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and come over here to this side just like this. And we're going to sit in this chair, just like that, and we're going to get ourselves a cake and then a chair, just like this. We're going to delete this pull. Then we're going to go ahead and sit in this chair, just like this. Now, the entire thing should move. Make sure you're not in the way of any trees. I'm just going to leave it like this. It should be fine. You might want to move yours down a bit, this part. But I'm just going to leave it here so that this video doesn't get too long. And then we can just place a pole on the ground to anchor it, delete the chair, and place ourselves another chair just like that. So, now we have the funnel set up. Okay, apparently, share the video and happy face. Okay, yes, do those things. Do happy face and share video, I guess. So, yeah, now what we're going to do is we're going to actually move this thing. Now, hopefully, I got all my measurements correct, because this is the kind of thing I don't want to mess up, or the whole video might be ruined, and that would make me a sad person. So, let's just go ahead and sort of go into shift lock mode and go into that portal like that. Now, as you can see, this thing should be like this. You should see it do this. So once we have this, you can just delete the portal. And what we're going to do is we're going to get an anchored block, and we're just going to place it on this pole. And then we can safely remove ourselves from here, just like this. So now we have this. We're going to set up the main conveyor glitch. Now, there's two conveyor glitches that you've got to do. The main one and the funnel one, and they're two different directions. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete the pole on this thing, click the giant block, hover your mouse over this, and we're going to press F, and then we're going to anchor it pretty much instantly after. So like that, just like that, maybe not just like that. Okay, I messed it up, guys. Let's try that again. Let's build that. Let's just try that again. I kind of messed that up. It kind of glitched out if you saw that there. So let's just make a slightly smaller version, because it really doesn't have to be as big as I built it over there. So Now we can go ahead and try to do this. Hopefully I do it right this time. I'm just going to go ahead and just do it without trying to explain it to you. There we go, just like that. We have this anchored, and what we can do is if we just zoom in to the ground, and you can just go ahead and scale this over. If you don't have a lot of blocks, this may be a little bit of a time-consuming task, but you can just go ahead and scale this over until it is right above this pole, just like this, and just kind of scale it so that it's a little block. And then we're going to go ahead and just scale it right down into the pole, and then bring this in there too. And that should be the main conveyor glitch done. I'm pretty sure that's working. I have not tested it yet, so we will never know, I guess, until we try it. So now we have that conveyor glitch done. We are going to now work on the second conveyor glitch, which is in fact this one. So this is basically the same thing, exactly the same thing. You just maybe want to make this one a little bit slower. And also another nice feature to add is a little wall just behind this portal, just like I did there, just so that you don't go like flying off the edge or anything weird. You don't go through the portal and then it doesn't trigger, just like that. So yeah, now we have most of it done. Let's just set this up real quick. My throat's starting to bother me again. Hopefully we can get through this video without me my throat completely dying like last time I did the AFK farm video, but we should be fine. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the same glitch with this one. Let's just go ahead. What is that? Join the Discord server, link in the description. That is a true thing and you should do that. So let's just go ahead and scale this over into the funnel like this. Now guys, if we were to touch this funnel, it should push us back like that. Now, are you ready guys? You ready? We're just gonna go ahead and reset. Okay, we're gonna reset. And this should work, so let's just go ahead, do this. So as you can see guys, we are now getting pushed through this farm. Very nice and very easy. It looks like I built it right for you guys. So there's one more thing we have to do just to make sure that this works. Now guys, if you don't know how to like not you guys can just use an auto clicker if you don't want Roblox to kick you, or if you're kind of fancy, this is what I do. I put a little script in, like an auto hotkey script that basically resets my Roblox character every few minutes. You guys have got to you got to script that yourself, because I don't think there's any on Google, or you can't just find them. But anyways, it just poops you out like that. 152 gold. Very, very good. Very, very good AFK farm. And yeah, as you can see, it just puts us right back in there, and it works. So yeah, that's probably going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys found this helpful, found this interesting. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.